Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? Guess what kind of animals we're going to learn about today? I have some of my friends right here. Do you know what this is? That's right. It's a chameleon. How about this one? What's this? That's right. It's a turtle. How about this one? Do you know what this is? It's a snake. And we have an alligator. Now, what do all these animals have in common? They belong to a group of animals called reptiles. Can you say reptile? That's right, reptile. So what is a reptile? Here are some pictures of some different kinds of reptiles. A reptile is an animal that has dry, rough, scaly skin. It has lungs for breathing. A reptile is cold-blooded and it has a backbone. Most reptiles hatch from eggs. Now, what does that mean that it's cold-blooded? Remember, you and I are warm-blooded. Our body temperature stays the same. But cold-blooded animals depend upon the temperature around them. That's why turtles and snakes like to sun themselves and warm up on a rock or maybe a log, because their body is going to be the temperature that is around them. That is why they're called cold-blooded. Now, they do have lungs for breathing. We have lungs too, don't we? Can you breathe in? That's good. And it says most reptiles hatch from eggs. So there's a few that have babies that are born alive, but most of them hatch from eggs. Well, we have a special story to read today. It's called Where's That Reptile? By Barbara Brenner and Bernice Chartier, illustrated by Carol Schwartz. Some of them creep, some of them crawl, some of them have no legs at all. Some have shells, they all have scales, some have rattles on their tails. A few can leave their tails behind. Look, 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 and you will find. The Great Turtle Race. These teeny tiny leatherback turtles just hatched from their eggs. Now they must race to the ocean before hungry gulls or crabs can grab them. Have any of the turtles reached the water? Can you see 5? Help me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leatherbacks are the largest sea turtles in the world. They can grow to be as big as rowboats and weigh up to 1,900 pounds. The females come ashore only to lay their eggs. Then they go back to the sea. The baby leatherbacks run to the water as soon as they hatch. What color is this lizard? Sometimes they're green, sometimes they're brown. Anole, can you say that? Anole lizards can change color. How many green anoles do you see in the big picture? Can you help me count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one way over here. 6. And can you find 2 male anoles? They're the ones with the fanned out throat sacs. 1, 2. There are more than 300 different kinds of anoles. This one is called the American chameleon. It can change color as if by magic. The males fan out their throat sacs to attract a female or to scare another male. Big mouths. Here is a whole gang of Nile crocodiles. As you can see, they sleep with their mouths open. Look at those teeth. They are sharp enough to tear into a hippopotamus's hide. Mother crocodiles are very gentle with their own babies. The mother crocodile carries her babies in her mouth. Can you find a baby in this picture? Look really carefully in all the mouths. There's one right there. Do you see it? It's a monitor attack. A monitor lizard is sneaking up on the crocodile nest. Monitor lizards eat crocodile eggs. The monitor lizard looks a little like a small dinosaur, but 2 sleeping crocs are nearby. Do you see them? Can you find them in the picture? How do you know when a monitor lizard is mad? It opens its mouth, blows out its neck, and hisses. Then it lashes its tail like a whip. By that time, you'd better leave. A monitor lizard can run faster than a person. Snug as a snake. Watch out, rattlesnakes. They're poisonous. Is there one big snake in the den, or are there lots of snakes? How many heads can you find? How many rattler tails can you count? This is what the tails look like. Can you see them? How many are there? Look at all these tails. Here's what the heads look like. Can you see the heads? Look, there's a lot of heads in the picture. A rattlesnake keeps growing rattles as long as it lives. Some rattlesnakes have as many as 30 rattles. When a rattlesnake shakes its tail, it makes a noise. That's a warning. It says, poisonous snake nearby. Alligator swimming hole. Alligators can grow to be 12 feet long, longer than some picnic tables. This alligator lives in a pond with other alligators. It's going to the water now, but can you find another alligator that's already in the water? Only its snout is sticking out so it can breathe. Look really carefully. Can you see it in the picture? Crocodiles and alligators look very much alike. It's hard to tell them apart. The crocodile's upper and lower teeth show when its mouth is closed. The alligator's lower teeth do not. Their snouts are different too, and crocodiles can move faster than alligators. Is there a gecko in the house? Most geckos live outside, but tree geckos like this one often live in houses. People don't mind having it around because it clears the house of insects. In fact, there it is. It's eating a moth right now. Do you see it? Look very carefully. Geckos are very small. There it is, right on top of the window curtain. Geckos are great climbers. They have hooks on the undersides of their toes that are so tiny they are almost invisible. They can even climb up a piece of glass. Geckos are lizards. The disappearing act. Here's another kind of gecko. It's called a leaf-tailed gecko, and it can do a disappearing act. It's resting somewhere on one of these branches, but it looks like a leaf. Can you find it? See it right there? See how its tail looks like a leaf? Geckos live in warm places all around the world. This kind of gecko lives on the island of Madagascar, off the coast of Africa. The snake vine. This snake looks just like a vine on the tree. Which is the vine? Which is the vine snake? Do you see a little lizard? That lizard had better watch out. See the little lizard right there? And look, can you see the snake? How it looks like the vines? Vine snakes eat mainly lizards and birds, but snakes don't chew. The vine snake has fangs in its mouth that poison its prey. Then the snake swallows its dinner whole. Horned toad hideout. The horned toad isn't really a toad, it's a lizard. Sometimes it lies half buried in the sand. Can you find a horned toad hiding here? The roadrunner can. Do you see it? It's camouflaged. It blends in. That's right. There it is. Horned toads have different patterns and colors. They're hard to see because they blend in with their surroundings. Their spiky armor protects them from enemies like snakes and birds. Snake birthday party! These baby garter snakes have just been born. Can you see the mama snake? There are more than 20 babies, many more. Look at all those heads. How many do you count? There's the mommy, but look at all the babies. Can you see them? There's so many. Can you count all of those? Most snakes lay eggs, but the garter snake gives birth to live babies. There can be as many as 85 babies in one litter. Newborn garter snakes are about 6 to 10 inches long. Garter snakes are not harmful to humans. An iguana tail. Here's a tree full of iguanas. One of them almost got eaten when a bird caught him. It had to leave its tail behind to get away. Can you find, there's the tail, can you find the iguana with the missing tail? Iguanas and many other lizards can part with their tails to save their lives. No problem, a new tail will grow back. The snapping turtle trick. The alligator snapping turtle has a trick. Its tongue can wiggle like a worm. When a foolish fish swims over to take a look, snap! Can you find that sneaky snapper? How many other creatures do you see? You see the turtle? And there's its tongue. See how it looks like a little worm? And this fish is going to try to get the worm. A full-grown snapping turtle can weigh over 200 pounds. It has powerful jaws and claws for catching and holding food. It's slow in the water, and it stays away from people who are swimming. But on land, don't mess with a snapping turtle. It can hurt you. Turtle roundup. There are about 200 different species, which means kinds, of turtles. Some live in water. Turtles that live only on land are called tortoises. Here are just a few of them. Find the turtle that looks as if someone painted it. you can see why it's called a painted turtle. Which one looks like it's been painted? That's right, there it is. Now find the one with a very high shell. Do you see it? It's called a box turtle. Can you find a spotted turtle? It looks just like its name. There it is. See all the spots? The one eating a cactus is the desert tortoise. Can you find it? There it is. And remember, a tortoise stays on land. Turtles were around at the time of the dinosaurs. Tortoises, land turtles, live a very long time. Some are more than 100 years old. One tortoise actually lived 152 years. And we have one more turtle to find. Look for the red-eared slider. But don't look for ears. Turtles don't have any. You see right there? The red right behind the eye. And here is a picture that shows you lots of different reptiles and how their sizes compare with each other. Do you remember seeing these reptiles in the book? All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our story about reptiles, and I hope you have a good day. I'll see you later.